Hi there, it is Thursday, October 22nd. My name is Mr. Newman. This is 8th grade language arts, and here is today's class recap. Okay, we're going to start with our planner. Go ahead and take a couple minutes. You can pause the video. You need to write down what you see on the planner in your Hanby Student Planner, and restart when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. So today is a free write. You are doing it on page W19. What you know about a free write is that you can choose the topic. So you can write about whatever you want. W19 in your notebooks. Go ahead and start the timer on the planner slide itself. You're going to write for 6 minutes and pause the video and then come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. So let's look at our goal for today. It is I can structure support around a quote. So you are getting ready to next week write your character letter framework. As we look at it, you're trying to create a letter focusing on an element of character. And when we talk about an element of character, it's one of the 8 elements of character from your notes on R6 to R9. Physical description is not an option for you. So really it's one of the 7. So background, personality, relationships, words and actions, motivation, conflict, or change. So you need to choose one of those. And you're basically going to say how a character in your story meets, or in the book that you're reading, meets one of these elements and then describe it. Okay. So the letter that you are trying to produce, you have an example, and it's called the Character Letter Role 1 Framework. When you write your letter, you're going to do these same things. So you're going to start with a date, due, and a salutation. Let me make this bigger so we can see it. Could probably even go bigger still. So on the left side, these are the things that your letter will contain. So you have to start with a sentence that says, the book I'm reading is, the title, by the book's author. In 2 to 3 sentences, you're going to introduce the genre, the main characters, the setting, and an overview of the plot. That's in red. And then you want to comment on what your experience has been like for you to read this book. So basically, like, what has that experience been like for you? Okay. In your second paragraph, this is where you introduce that element of character. So for this, I said, I read a book called Under a Scarlet Sky. And here I'm saying I want to address the main character, Pino's motivations, specifically in response to the question, why does he do what he's trying to do? And so as we've been writing this, a number of students said, where did you get that from? Well, I got it from my element of character. And all the documents that you see, these are all in Google Classroom. So when I look at motivation, one of the motivation questions is, why does your character do what she is trying to do? So here in my letter, that's what I said. I want to focus on Pino's motivation. And then I answer that question. I think Pino was motivated first by his faith and a belief in humanity, and second by patriotism. So then I have to introduce the quote that I'm going to talk about. I quote it, and then I say why I think that this works. Now, all of this is important because this is what you're going to do today in today's assignment. So your assignment says it's CL number 1, building support. So on your book that you're reading, you're doing these same things. So when it says the element of character you'll focus on, and notice how all of these are color coded with different colors, they match the colors in the Character Letter 1 framework. So if you're like, you know, and the things that are instructions, like over here, like the page number or the context, those match the same things here. Introduce the context of your quote, which is in green. And then if you look here, it says, you know, what does the writer need to know? That's the context. Okay. So the element of character you're going to focus on, you have to decide. So what is one of these things going to be? Words and actions, motivation, relationships. Okay. Whatever you decide. Then where it says the central question that you'll explore, you're going to choose one of these. So if you chose relationships, you could say, does she have a lot of friends or only a few close friends? And then address that. So in this planning, these questions are going to help you, done well, almost word for word, they're going to help you write your letter. So if we fast forward to, you know, Tuesday or Wednesday, where you're writing your letter in class, like the things that you write here, your response to these questions, you know, introducing a quote, saying where you found it, typing the quote word for word, and then explaining to the reader how your quote connects to the element of character in the guiding question again, that question that you found here. This is really going to help you really write a strong paragraph, okay, and a strong letter. So this is building on what we did yesterday, our initial planning. Again, it's on the book that you're reading right now. And let's get to work. Let's get to work.